Been a while since we've checked in with the Courtney Clenney Christian Obumseli trial, which is going to be going to court December 19th, right in the middle of the month. Don't know if it's going to be a terribly long trial. Really shouldn't be. There shouldn't be a whole lot of witnesses to call. It should just be your traditional murder trial, okay, because she's up on, what, second-degree murder or something like that? Should just be about a week-long case. I'll be paying close attention to this because this was one of those things where a woman just about got off with pretty privilege. Let's keep it a buck, okay? If it wasn't for the persistent nagging of Obumseli's family, she would have got off scot-free. That's exactly what it was. You got a 26-year-old Instagram thought model, sorry, big fake tits. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not. Bleach blonde hair, okay, just bright blue eyes and lip fillers. Okay, she would have just been able to walk like she initially did. But thanks to consistent social media pressure and Obumseli's family, like, please just look at the evidence, okay? There's plenty of evidence. This wasn't simply a misunderstanding, okay? She didn't unintentionally kill this guy. This wasn't obvious self-defense, okay? Please look into the evidence. And guess what? We got a whole bunch, even about a month out before the trial goes. Don't know if this is going to be used as evidence, but hey man, you've been down since day one on this case. You've kind of had a proclivity that, yeah, this bitch probably killed him, okay? And now, well, now the receipts are coming out, and yeah, our initial assertions were, you know, have been proven completely 1000% correct. OnlyFans star Courtney Clenney claimed she wanted to kill herself during a nasty fight with boyfriend. Chilling audio reveals. Of course, she wants to skate any responsibility, immediately turn on the waterworks and say, I don't want to live anymore. It's like, bitch, you just killed your boyfriend, okay? You just stuck a knife in his what, clavicle right there. Well, let's make it all about you and how you want to hurt yourself. There's somebody dead right now and you're going to have to face responsibility. But he's mean. I'm like, just stop it. Here's a little quick red pill tip, okay? A woman's tears are only true and honest when she's alone. Oldest manipulation game in the book. Once you overcome that barrier, you realize quickly that that's one of the first lines of defense for women that are out there, okay? Whenever they get caught in something and they don't have anywhere else to go, out come the fucking waterworks. You soldier through that shit, and guess what? What's the worst that's gonna happen? To paraphrase from Tristan Tate, they ain't got hands. Audio of an OnlyFans star sobbing, claiming she's suicidal and repeatedly hitting her boyfriend has emerged. Oh, you guys kind of left out that. Okay, she's suicidal and she was hitting her boyfriend. Okay, just, you know, hey, one of those things is a little bit more important than the others. The life of a beautiful white girl, as opposed to, well, let's just call it what it is, you know, not exactly what it is. Just some black guy. Now stands charged with plunging a knife into the chest of cryptocurrency trader Christian Obumseli. Which, bruh, this wouldn't have happened. You would have left this relationship a long fucking time ago if you just weren't some crypto dork. But, hey man, can't cry over spilt milk. Well, chocolate milk in this case. During a violent clash at their glitzy Miami apartment in April. Not exactly the glitziest of apartments, because Miami's got, you know, a couple of very famous places, but they weren't doing bad for themselves, or I guess he wasn't. Let's just keep it a buck. You think she was paying for any of that shit? Fuck off. Clenney, who was claiming self-defense in the case, was hit with a second-degree murder rap in August and now faces up to life in prison if convicted. Oh, I hope so. Give us a little Christmas gift that's out there. Finally, some justice that was just about skirted, but then was finally delivered. I don't know who the judge is in this one, but if it's some crispy old fucking white guy who just sees, you know, a blubbering blonde up there on the stand, oh boy, brace for impact. But just hope that the prosecution's good. Since the video and audio of their arguments has emerged, there's quite a bit of audio, and we'll get through it, and then also some text messages as well. It's been a minute. There's been a lot of evidence come out. Both have been accused of being violent, controlling, and jealous. How can they both be controlling? That's interesting. Jealous? Yeah, okay, that could potentially happen. But if this guy's just simply a cryptocurrency trader, sorry, first generation immigrant, like, come on, man. We know who. We've seen a bunch of the different evidence that's out there. Who's in control of this relationship? Okay. Since the video and audio have been recently uncovered, a cell phone clip obtained by the Post, Clenney can be heard hoarsely shrieking at her boyfriend during a public fight in Miami that grew so unhinged. Bystanders intervened. Great. I wonder who was being so emotional to begin with. The hysterical starlet The bitch just takes pictures of her pussy for the fucking internet. She's not a starlet, okay? That's like lumping Audrey Hepburn, Faye Ray, and Courtney Clenney into the same bucket and saying that they're all fucking starlets. Like, just stop it, okay? I don't think Audrey Hepburn got her tits done, okay? Like, let's just fucking stop it. This is a plastic bitch who fucking stabbed her boyfriend, okay? Now, if you wanted to compare her to Marilyn Monroe, we might have some corollaries there. Anyways, of failing to protect her during a traffic altercation with another man somewhere in Miami. Oh my God. Guys, okay, how many times have you found yourself in a compromising situation when you got your bitch with you, or your woman, sorry about that, don't need to be, you know, a little bit too colorful with my language, with your hoe next to you, okay, and she wants to get a little bit outrageous about some traffic inconvenience just ahead of you, okay, because I'm a big Opie and Anthony fan from back in the day, okay, I think it was Opie told a story, which, you know, your mileage may vary on this, about the authenticity of it, but how his girlfriend at the time, I don't think that became his wife, but his girlfriend at the time reached over and honked the horn at a bunch of bikers who were going a little bit too slow for her taste, okay, getting him into a bunch of trouble, okay. Is this what happened here? I don't know about the situation here, but maybe, and theoretically, Christian was driving. Or even if she was driving, being aggressive on the road, because we know how well women drive. Shout out the other Tate brother, is somebody who drives a lot, and, you know, it just sees a lot of people on the road. The worst drivers are always female. Let's just fucking stop this nonsense. Anyways, not saying that there aren't good women. I don't need to fucking caveat it. You know what you know. But she probably cut somebody off, you know, flipped the bird, and then somebody, I don't know, wanted to chase her down. He's like, hey, bitch, you on your own. And it's like, I'm off doing stuff. And like, why didn't you do that? I can imagine there's probably something that ended up happening. You will never protect me. Oh my God, immediately going to extremes. Ugh, I already hate this. I just would have fucking hung up and made sure all of her shit was outside the fucking apartment building, okay? Just outside the front door. It's like, don't even bother coming in, okay? This wasn't my problem. You tried to make it my problem because you couldn't face up to your actions. No responsibility was taken in this one. It's everybody else's fault. Everybody on the road except for yours, the one who caused these problems. I don't know for sure, and I'm sure we're going to get into it, but I don't think I'm far off on this. Someone was being horrible to me, and you defended them in front of me. Get away from me. Yeah. He's treating you so horribly, you guys were still together afterward? Like, come on now. Fucking come on. Can we quantify, like, what the horrible nature was? I'm sure we'll probably get proper context on the stand for this one. Okay. Obumseli futilely tries to contain her rage at one point, abruptly suggests that she's suicidal. Bruh. Who fucking cares? She's spazzing out at this point. Please don't kill yourself, he says. Do we know the proper context for that? It's like, oh my God, okay. Don't kill yourself, or even like, don't kill yourself. But yeah, there's another one of their tussles, and we went through that video. The clash grew so crazed, a driver stopped his car in an attempt to calm down the situation. He's like, hey bro, you good? And it's like, yeah man, this bitch, she just doesn't fucking stop. He's like, why don't you leave her? Yeah, I don't know. You trying to get a green card off? Like, I don't know. I really don't know. I saw you banging your head. The man can be heard telling Clenney, I don't want you to hurt yourself. You know what that's like. She responded, that means I want to kill myself. But trying to sell Friana? That don't make no sense. Clenney then tells the man what led to the fight with Obumseli, and he's like, I get it, bro. Godspeed. This guy was literally yelling into our car. He was yelling at me, making fun of me for my car. You know, nobody's gonna yell at you inside your car if it's only simply a funny car and you're driving. She says, so he said, come swing at me, come swing at me. So I opened up the door and I got it out of the car and I fucking hit him. Bitches will always get, oh my God. How many fights have you seen? Okay. And if you haven't seen one, just go down to the bar. You will see plenty of altercations between two men over a woman caused by a woman. And then it's like, I don't know what happened. You know, one of the guys died or my boyfriend's just being hauled off to jail. I just don't know what caused that. And then Obumseli said to go apologize to that man. Yeah, bitch, you hit him. You fucking hit him. You blew the situation. Oh my God. I'm waiting to hear her case for self-defense. Because if that's any sort of insight as to what she's trying to say, you know, she was just simply defending herself, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about here. As Obumseli repeatedly apologizes, Clenney reveals her spiraling mental struggles. Of course she has mental struggles. I don't feel like I'm being supported in this relationship. I get more support out of these 3 pieces of string I call lingerie. It's so sad. I feel like merch. I don't have anywhere to go but my head. Well, you got your bed. Rhymes with head. Something that you should be doing instead of pick and fight with strangers. After Clenney thanks him for his intervention, the couple walks away together to go have really angry sex afterwards. Like, what the fuck? Like, honestly, what do you think that this fucking insane bitch brings other than just some fire pussy? Outside of that, I'm wondering, and even still, like, just fucking walk away. Bro, you're a crypto dork in Miami. If you want to trick off on some bitch, they're around every fucking corner. You know this, I know this, everybody knows this. What the fuck? She is not special. But then that, well, let's call it like we see it, and the scarcity mentality ended up costing this guy's life. That's what happened. He wouldn't leave this crazy bitch because, I don't know, maybe he didn't think he could do any better. Maybe he thought that this would be the hottest girl that I'd ever get. That he was going to eventually, I don't know, maybe wife up at fucking OnlyFans thought. Like, what are you doing, bro? Anyways, another attempt for an apology from Obumseli is met with a barrage of expletives. Fuck you, she screams. Of course, she's doing a lot of screaming here, but again, these are about her mental struggles. After she picked a fight with a man who theoretically was yelling into her car. Bro, you could have just drove away, but you didn't. But she didn't. Clenney then repeats Obumseli's act of betrayal once more and refers to the traffic confrontation. I just let go, bitch. Just fucking let it go. Let it go. If you don't let it go, there's no more relationship here. I'll let one more thing go. Yeah, your residency in this apartment building. You just told me to apologize to a lowlife. Oh, I hate her even more. I didn't think that was possible. You're supposed to protect me. You're not supposed to instigate fucking fights and then expect me to step in. If I'm going to be referencing some other people as well, I'll just call back to an old Patrice O'Neill thing, okay? I think this was on Black Phillip, okay? He was observing an altercation, I think in a GameStop, okay? This definitely predates the "it's ma'am" situation, but there was a woman acting out of pocket. I might be confusing a bunch of stories here, but the long and short of it is, okay, she ended up getting slapped or got really close to being slapped, and the long and short of it is, okay, oh no, right, his girlfriend, who just got afflicted with a terrible case of TDS, another story for another day. He ended up walking away after she was getting into a heated altercation, obviously at one point in time wanting the big Patrice O'Neill to step in and solve her problems for her. He ended up walking away, and then she chased after him, and guess what? He taught her options that day. That's what Christian was trying to do here. Unsuccessfully, because, I don't know, man, she's only 26, but this bitch sound broken. She then apparently begins striking Obumseli. Great, she just hasn't had her fill of beating up on much larger men that day, so decided to make it 2 for 2. Stop hitting me, he yells. Yeah, it really sounds like she's the one fighting with mental issues and feeling suicidal. She's just beating up on dudes and not being held responsible or accountable for anything that she does. Earlier in the recording, a bystander who attempted to pacify the couple issued a prophetic warning. Hey, dude, leave that bitch. She's going to end up killing you. Okay, I don't think this is going to end up anywhere good, he tells Clenney, for you or for him. Yo, what? Who's this simp? Who's the simp who pulled over to the side of the road and seen a blonde girl in trouble? I see a beautiful woman in trouble and I want to intervene. I'm gonna play Captain Save-A-Ho. Bruh, if you only knew the full story. We're starting to get bits and pieces of it, okay? Because there's some text message interactions that are also have been leaked, or I don't know how this stuff ends up coming out here. But this Miami Herald article is a really good recap of all of the events, and I just want to go over some of the more important stuff, some of the new evidence that's out there. But if you want to get caught up on everything in text form, this article would be great for you. Otherwise, I've done a few videos on this stuff if you'd like to go back into the catalogs. Just letting you know, okay, this is from Christian to Courtney Clenney. Okay, just letting you know, I woke up feeling like shit and feeling stupid. Okay, something's censored out. Okay, it's obviously an expletive of some form or fashion. I'll fill them in as appropriately, or perhaps not as appropriately, you know, depending on some of the other things that we're hearing as well. Not like stupid as in our relationship, but as in like what I told you the other day, is love going to kill me? oh shit, oh shit. How much before the altercation ended up happening did this get sent? Okay. Like, I know both of us have sacrificed a lot for each other, but I only talk about what I sacrificed. I have sacrificed my pride, my ego, and sometimes telling myself how I don't need to win. Hey, just leave her, have her way. You know what this is really sounding a lot like? You guys remember from earlier in this year, there was another high-profile relationship gone bad. This, you just flower up some of this language. This doesn't look too dissimilar from Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, okay? And this is coming from the guy in this situation. And we just heard, okay, or at least an annotated version of one of the recordings of her beating up on him and then trying to play the victim. I'm suicidal. And it's like, who fucking cares? You're beating, can't say that word. You're just beating dudes up all the fucking time. But yet you're the victim in this situation? Doesn't really make much sense. This would have been prophetic, okay? This was what was ultimately going to happen at some point in time. If the Johnny Depp-Amber Heard relationship continued further, we're seeing all the hallmarks. All of the fucking dots can be connected here. Johnny Depp would be in Christian Obumseli's situation right now, okay? And you see what happened. Amber Heard skated for a long fucking time before finally getting brought to justice. Just like Courtney Clenney, man. This is getting a little creepy, honestly, okay? That's why I take these types of stories so fucking seriously, because I see dudes down bad out there. Okay, guys who have a terminal case of ONEITIS with a bitch who is as crazy, might not be as crazy as this, might just end up draining their pockets, if not their fucking neck, if they don't step up. Anyways, back to this. Sometimes telling me, okay, my pride, my ego, sometimes telling me that I don't have to win, just let her have her way, say sorry right now, and that means even if she has to ask you sincerely or with a threat. I have been there for you plenty of times, more than I can even imagine, more than anybody else that I think I could have. I've cried with you. Gross. Ew. You see why she lost respect for you? Never cry in front of your woman. Another truth that's in here. Cried about you and cried against you. How do you do that? Do you, like, have tears rolling down your cheek and then just fling them at her? Is that what we're doing here? But at the end of the day, it was all for love. Ugh. And that is why I'm saying, do you see that my love for you, okay, do you actually really feel it? Do you actually understand it? Like, bruh, you should really work on your grammatical skills and your formatting. Do you even think it's real? I'm gonna go through all of this stuff, and I don't do this anymore. I stopped 2 months ago. What do you mean by that? But I'm gonna go through this while paying for my grandma's hospital bills. Like, imagine that, bruh. This is exactly the exact same shit, okay? He has a dying grandmother. Johnny Depp had a dying mother at the same time. Bruh. Holy fuck. Anyways, paying for my grandma's hospital bills. Like, imagine that. Like, honestly, I feel like merch. Shit. My face feels... I don't know, the front and back. I always think about, damn, man, okay, Christian, you took all this. Why? Because you love her, okay? After time after time after time, I tell you, hey, because you're hurting me. And yes, you'll say, yeah, but then it just repeats. Like, what if the knife sliced my lip? Yo, what? And it wasn't sliced by my beard, my cheek, my eye. What might happen next time? I pray that there is no text time, obviously, autocorrect, like that. Yeah, I can see that you want to give me physical touch. Yeah, she gets crazy like this and then just wants to, you know, solve the situation by just, you know, some firebox. That's these crazy broads out here. I wonder if Shannon Curry's going to be making a, you know, guest appearance in this one by just saying that, hey, you guys remember my diagnosis for Amber Heard? Yeah, just apply as necessary here. I see it, and sometimes it's hard not to give it back, but I do... It's just at the same time, are you real this time? Saying the words right now and doing the right thing for a couple of days and then say the wrong thing, and then one day it all goes away. February was the worst month I had so far. I got cheated on. Yo, what the fuck? And oh man, I hate this. Bruh, all the hallmarks are there, okay? Even just the little physical ones, you know, the ones that you can kind of overlook, okay? It's like maybe you got your belly button pierced when you were, you know, on a family trip and you just went off and it was a part of the, you know, all-inclusive resort, okay? There were a couple of body modifications that were made, okay? Dyed blonde hair, okay, on OnlyFans. You could overlook some of that stuff potentially in extreme cases, okay? Those are red flags for some guys. Your tolerance may vary. But if she's cheating on you, that shit is fucking over, dude, okay? Because women cannot cheat on guys that they respect, and they need to have a certain emotional connection in order to fuck somebody. And if she's cheating, that relationship is dead and gone. No, you know, paragraph long, well, no, hundreds of words in this screed is gonna make that situation any fucking better. Like, you've lost. But, okay, I got cheated on. Bruh, it should have been over in February. I got called that word again. Which word are we talking about? Oh, we got one more article to read through after this. I got slapped in my stitches. That has reopened multiple times, and it is not healing fast enough. Yeah, because he was cut beforehand. Yeah, she's like Angelina Jolie out here with these knives. I've gotten kicked out. Memories of my girlfriend and I traveling, being thrown away. Apartment that my girlfriend swore to me and said, regardless of anything, we're not messing this up. We're not messing up this apartment. I'm honestly trying to just have a couple things off my chest before therapy because I might. Hope. That one ends on a cliffhanger, but I know that there's one more. Oh, there was when she was, you know, snatched up by the police. You'll love to see it. But I thought there was another. Yes, there it is. Okay. I don't know if this is a continuation or a new thing, but it kind of seems like it. But this was from, either October 9th or September 10th. I don't know for sure, of 2021. So these problems were happening well before the murder in April. Yeah, this shit went down in April, and it's finally going to trial, which is kind of speedy, but then at the same time, given, you know, all of the other speed bumps, actually that's pretty quick, you know, considering the fact that she wasn't charged and picked up until August. So, hey man, it's good stuff right here. The crazy thing about all of this is that yesterday when you fucking stabbed me in the fucking leg and you saw how fucking bad it was, hurting me, and I couldn't fucking walk away. I couldn't do shit, and you were telling me, I wish I could take away your pain, and I wish it was me and not you. Yeah, this is this reads like an Amber Heard situation. Okay, holy shit. Like, I'm sorry I fucked you up. And it's like, I feel bad about that. And it's like, well, I could just, you know, toot on your pecker for a couple of seconds if that would make you feel better. The next morning, I woke up happy, and I still gave you a good day, even though my leg was hurting because my girlfriend stabbed me. Shit. You're telling me you can't do the same thing the next day, and I say, fuck whatever happened last night. Today's a new day because that's what I do for you. Bruh, this is what happens, man. You gotta kill that inner beta before it ends up killing you, because this is what we're seeing right here. We figured this out beforehand, okay? Even way back in the day. If he just would have been spinning plates, like, this dude had all of the money, but then it just goes to show you that money doesn't make the man. Money is simply an amplifier. If you don't have the correct mindset in this situation, you can find yourself in a situation like this. Not quite getting killed or anything like that, but find yourself in a marriage trapped with a woman who doesn't love you, who's just simply milking you for resources, and then ultimately just deciding to pull the parachute after a given amount of time, and then constantly bilking you for resources, taking the house that you built, and then shacking another motherfucker up in there while you're out there on the skids. Oh man, this is tough. Oh, it even gets worse. I woke up happy. I took you to Vegas. Yeah, she didn't pay for a goddamn thing, because guess what? In a relationship, the man's money is their money and a woman's money is her money. She's the one on OnlyFans. Do you think that Christian ever got a taste of that fucking income? Huh? Yeah, I don't think so, bro. This guy he was selling cryptocurrency. He ended up catching a pump, you know, getting himself a little cutie who knew a couple of things and knew how to maneuver, and he got finessed out of his fucking life. To get your... Anyways, yeah, I took you to Vegas to get your... Drove right back. I don't know what that is. I would fill in the blanks if I knew. Helped you shoot. Sorry, what? Yeah, it's probably a photo shoot, I would imagine. Drank with you, did blow with you. Oh, shit. Just so you're having a great day and you're doing all of this while my leg hurts so fucking bad. Did I make you feel this fucking... Oh, did I make you feel like shit for stabbing me? No, I just sucked it up and I hope tomorrow will be better. Bruh. There goes that whole, I have mental issues. Bitch, you're doing coke. Like, it's been corroborated in this story right here. And these were communications going back and forth. Good luck overcoming that. And then again, hey man, don't worry. There's a new audio tape that just ended up dropping in. She's dropping N-bombs like she had $5,000 on an NBA game. OnlyFans model Courtney Clenney recorded hurling racial slur at boyfriend before murder. Ooh. Yeah, I wonder how that's going to play before a court of her peers in Miami. Could be interesting. The Florida OnlyFans star, charged with an April murder of her boyfriend, pelted him with a racial slur during a screaming match before, according to secret cell phone recordings the victim made prior to his death. This is, oh my, again, I don't want to beat it into the ground, but Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, like, he would have been pilloried. He would have been kept as an outcast to society if he wasn't secretly recording some shit, okay? Because she would have skated if not for all this evidence coming out. Clenney, who boasts 2 million Instagram followers, blah, 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 can be heard calling Obumseli the hard R, while barking out commands to fetch the charger. Oh my god! Yo! Fucking, they're recreating a scene from Roots? What the fuck? Go fetch the phone charger. Yo. Clenney, 26, is currently facing second-degree murder. Her attorneys have argued that she acted in self-defense. Oh, really? Why, because Kunta Kinte didn't fucking step and fetch her phone charger quick enough? What the fuck? Holy shit. And had portrayed her as the victim of Obumseli's own rages. Yeah, we haven't really seen that so far. At best, there was that security cam footage of them in the elevator where he looked like he was kind of toying with her at best. Like, he didn't... I think he might have grabbed her hands when she was slapping him, but he wasn't throwing Ray Rice hooks or anything like that. Like, he wasn't getting to be that much of a physical aggressor. He was just trying to de-escalate the situation. Like you've kind of seen play out in text and other voice recordings, and he wasn't calling her like a bitch crack or anything like that, but she was, holy, like, I don't know, maybe that's like a pet name or something like that. Like, I've never found myself in a interracial relationship like that, but, oof. But the recordings, yeah, come back to haunt the OnlyFans star when her case comes to trial. Yeah, you're gonna say the fucking prosecution's gonna be pushing hard to have this video come out. Oh, you'd love to see it. In one clip, Clenney can be heard raging against Obumseli for failing to notify her that he greeted a mutual female acquaintance of theirs during a bike ride. Yeah, because she knows the gravy train that she sucked herself to. Oh, I'm sorry, attached herself to. And yeah, she didn't want him to understand that he had options out there if he was just willing and had the opportunity to explore those options. You talked to her without telling me. Yo, what the fuck kind of a situation is this? Clenney can be heard hysterically wailing as she screams at Obumseli to find her phone. Shut up and let me slap you, dumbass. Clenney tells a cryptocurrency trader as he repeatedly... Oh my god, my hoofda. You guys better be learning something from this, okay? Because this... Holy fuck, man. This is tough. Like, just real tough. I don't like to see a guy be this down, this bad. In a pleading voice, he begs her to calm down. You're going to get this mad at me when I'm trying to apologize to you. He tells her in the audio recording of the heated argument. It kind of looks like it's only heated from one direction, but of course this is just the text of a conversation, so we don't know if he's being sarcastic. We don't know if there's, you know, a certain tone about his voice, but by just the letters out here, okay, I don't know, man. This is bad in one fucking direction, and it doesn't involve Christian in this one. But she has a much more colorful term that she likes to refer to him as. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make me... Oh, that doesn't make you act crazy and call me an effing word. Clenney responds by loudly selling your... Whoa! Holy... Clenney then hysterically tells him to get away from me, to get off of me, while ordering him to find her phone. Yo, how do you overcome that? Wow. Like, if Courtney was La Courtney and these type of recordings came out, nobody would think a second thing about that. But she was using that with malice, not as a colloquial term between, you know, consenting adults. That right there was intended to wound and hurt from a guy who is obviously feeling behind the 8 ball because we just looked at the text messages. Okay, he was down bad for this bitch who was obviously fucking abusing him. Let's call it exactly what it was. And then at the end of the day, ended up committing the ultimate form of abuse against her. Let's just finish this out. The model's attorney. No, I don't think she's a racist because obviously she might have been fucking this guy. Like, that would be... Yo, that would be big sad if he was providing her with a lavish lifestyle and he wasn't even at least getting a fucking crumb of pussy. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, model. I could think of a couple of other terms. Frank Prieto, the attorney, sorry, did not immediately comment on the explosive recordings. He's like, did you fucking have to do that? I gotta defend you, bitch. I was trying to say that this was self-defense, but you're the aggressor in all this shit. What the fuck? In attempting to bolster his version of their toxic relationship. Oh boy, let's see this guy fucking shuck and jive. Prieto previously highlighted police body cam footage of Clenney asking officers for a restraining order against Obumseli just days before their fatal clash. Yeah, but what about all of that evidence leading up to this so-called plea for a restraining order? I don't know, man. It's a one-way street right here. He wasn't defending me from a fight that I instigated with him, with a man. It's like, really? He was, you know, stalking me, Clenney said. You guys lived in the fucking same apartment. What are you talking about? I want a restraining order against Christian Obumseli. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Looks like he kind of needed that a lot more than you. The footage also shows a building security guard telling the cops that he saw Obumseli rush towards Clenney during a fight. Okay, cool. Very specific. That's about the most damning accusation we've seen so far. He rushed towards her. Did he hit her? He rushed towards her. All right, then. We get down here to the lobby area, and her boyfriend comes charging towards her. What is charging, exactly, the guard said in the footage. Clenney's attorney, Frank Prieto, said the clip pointed to Obumseli as the aggressor in their relationship. All right, cool. Now do all the recordings. Now do the text messages. Think you can do that? Well, I guess we'll find out December 19th when this shit hits the courtroom. I'll be paying attention and cleaning up any of the evidence that comes out because... Hey man, guys need to know about this story because you're going to find yourself in a situation like this. If you find yourself with a little bit of wealth, a little bit of clout out there, there's going to be some opportunistic bitch knocking on the fucking door. And you know what you do with that one? You pump and dump and say goodbye at best. But with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.